Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? Let's see. Can anyone see the image? Are we live? Let's see. That's interesting. We live, guys. Come on. Give me a health check of the stream. Audio quality, video quality, how is it? AV check, audio video check. I can see you guys in chat, but can you guys see me on the stream? Is the audio okay? All right, so all is good. What is up, everyone? How is your Sunday going? I try to put the stream latency as low as possible so we can have like a conversation. Hello to everyone. I see we got a couple of people in here. So about 16. Yeah. You all came in to see basically who gets to win the AIO-5, I presume. It's gonna be an interesting experience because I actually have to send it to the winner. Hopefully, well, actually not hopefully. He can be from anywhere in the world. I do have budget to send it anywhere in the world. Don't know how much shipping is gonna be, but I am gonna bring this or send this to anyone all over the world. Now I am gonna do the draw for the winner in about 30 or 40 minutes. This is not gonna be a very long stream, but if you got any other questions for me in the next half hours, please fire them away in the chat so we can get like a conversation going here. Yeah, I was at Moto Expo in Sofia, but actually I was there for about an hour and a half. I mean, me and my colleague went there basically for the road trip and not exactly for the show. It's not a big show. I do go every year to EICMA in Milan, and that's a huge motorcycle show, and basically that sets the stone. Any other motorcycle show apart from EICMA is gonna be smaller. So we didn't need to travel 1,000 kilometers just to see the Sofia show. But you know, I had the AK 550 on test. He also got his Maxim 400. So both of us wanted to ride our scoots along a fairway. So yeah, Bucharest to Sofia. Why not? Just do it. What is the best-selling scooter from our dealership? It's hard to say. Currently, we've been selling a couple of, I don't know if people know them, but let me just pull them up. All right, let's go to this scene. One of the best-selling scooters in the past month has been this thing. The Flirt 110, because it's extremely cheap, and it's about 2,200 euros, something like that, a bit over 2,000 euros, and we sell them to couriers. A lot of couriers have been just basically eating these things up. But usually it's something like a Jet 14 or a Symphony ST, something like that. It varies from month to month. I don't have all the records. I don't have anything like that. Basically what I do is deal in spare parts. It actually, let's put this back. I don't know if you can see here. Let's put it. Yeah, it's not a good image. It is actually the engine, the 110cc engine from Honda. It's not directly from Honda. It's a carbon copy of it, but yeah, it looks like a Honda Vision because basically it's a copy of a Honda Vision. Yeah, it has a good engine. Solid, reliable, old school air cooled engine, about 8 horsepower. It's not particularly fast. I think, no, I don't have a video on it. I think I'm gonna have to do a video on it, but there's not much to say. I mean, it's basically a small, cheap little scooter. There's not much you can say about it, but it does its job well. It's dependable, reliable, economical, cheap to repair, cheap to run. It's excellent for a scooter. No bells and whistles, no thrills, drum brake on the back, disc brake on the front. Everything as cheap as possible because it's a workhorse. It's a bit of a disposable thing, but it will cover ground. It will go the distance. 1.8 fuel per 100 kilometers. This Daytona Flathead is rated at 2.1 liters per 100 kilometers. Does our dealership provide clothing? Well, basic essentials: helmet and gloves and some rain gear. That's it. We don't deal in motorcycle gear. If you're in Romania, there are a lot of shops that deal in motorcycle gear exclusively, and you can find a very, very varied range of motorcycle gear, from jackets to pants to shoes to helmets to gloves to anything you can possibly imagine. Quasi, what's up? Howdy. Howdy from Texas, howdy from Romania. Dude, we really need to do that talk. We really need to do that talk. People in my audience don't quite know yet why we need to talk, but some people have had some pretty good guesses. Folk 47, a 125 scooter for your girlfriend. Where do you live? In what country do you live? Because not everything is available everywhere. In Germany, she is light and small, so you need something with a load seat. Go to your sim dealer and try out the Fiddle 125. Let's see, do they have it in Germany? Simmotor.de. Let's see. Which one is accept all? I'm gonna go with this one. No, it's not that one. All right, it worked. Models, all models are actually 125cc models. Let's see what's in the 125 range. Yeah, Zontes E125, it's coming. So yeah, Folk, what I would suggest is this. This is the lowest seat height from Sim, the Fiddle 125. The 80X is a little bit tall. The Cruise Sim again is a pretty low seat, and the Joymax the same, but these are like maxi scooters with small 125cc engines to go with the law. But yeah, try the Fiddle. I think you guys get the liquid cooled version there, and that's a good engine. It's a 12 horsepower engine. It's a nice bike, and it's currently 3,000 euros. That's not bad. What do we got? LCD, I don't know if it's the liquid cooled version. Probably something. If only I knew German. Okay, engine. 1 cylinder, overhead cam, 11.4 horsepower. No, this is the air cooled version. Anyway, it's a good engine. Both the air cooled engine is an older engine that's well improved in the sim world, and the liquid cooled engine is a more modern, more fuel efficient unit, but each way it's a very good engine. Let's go back to this. They have some connections to Bulgaria sim dealer. Can't get in touch with them. Maybe they closed down. Don't know. I have no idea of any sim dealer in Bulgaria. I don't even know if there's sim in Bulgaria. Sim Bulgaria. No. There's something with City Ride, but no. Any plans to ride to the UK? Not this year and not next year. I would love to go to see the Isle of Man TT race, and of course ride from Bucharest to the Isle of Man. I do have a machine now that I can do it on, my Zontes E350. That's an awesome long distance touring machine. But I don't think this year is in the books, and next year I have something else planned that's probably gonna eat up all of my budget and time. There is, but they offer up to 125cc models. Yeah, I don't have any connections to Sim Bulgaria. Also, another good pointer for sim owners all over the world. Let me just show you something, because a lot of you have been searching for parts, especially in Europe, for older scooters, and you don't know where to go. I'll just switch here. Check out this website. So it's easyparts.com. And here you can, this is a company out of the Netherlands, and they have a lot of parts for sim scooters. You can choose your brand, choose your, let's go with something like a Joymax. See all parts and accessories for sim Joymax. And now we're gonna go to variator parts. Let's just say a variator. You can find parts for basically all generations. It's a real nice piece of work, this website, and they have quality parts and they have OEM parts. If you see a sim logo here, that means it's an OEM part. You can also find aftermarket parts, and they have a ton. You can also pick your model. So let's say we have like JMX 300 from 2012, and now we have a filter for basically parts that will only go on the Joymax 300 from 2012. And you can just choose another model. Let's see for my Symphony ST. Actually, I have never tried this website for my Symphony ST. Let's search. ST200 Euro 5 from 2021 onwards. What did I choose? 200 4-stroke Euro 5. Yeah, I only got the stock variator. Oh boy. Anyway, genuine parts, if you click here. I mean, this is a website I trust. I've ordered stuff from them. We use them also at work every now and then. You can even go to like your models. Let's see if I can get the books. There we go. This is like a Euro 4 ST. ST200. You choose your color. And there you go. You have all of the parts. You have all of the books, the part books. And if you want to go to like engine, let's go, I don't know, piston and cylinder and piston rings and everything. No parts found. That's weird. Anyway, search around this website. It's a very good website, and they have OEM parts. They have proper OEM parts. Prices are not the cheapest. They're kind of medium for Western Europe, but they have good parts. And no, I was not paid by them to say anything about their website. They actually have no idea I'm saying anything about their website, but I use them frequently and I've had no problem, zero issues with them. So why not share this information with everybody? Let's see. Did you just mention the Zontes E125 is coming? Yes, here in Romania at some point we will have it. I don't have any kind of date for it. But it will be in Romania available at some point. When the 368E will come to Europe? No idea about this 368E, but I think the engine just got a little bit bigger just to comply with Euro 5 Plus standards. I don't foresee any kind of difference between the power outputs of the 350 to the 368. If it's 1 or 2 horsepower more, you can barely feel that. I'm very happy with my 350. If you want to buy a Zontes E, just go for it. You don't have to wait for the 368. Does the seat from my ST200 fit on an SR125? Nope, no chance. The ST200 or the ST has a much bigger underseat storage, and the SR has the old school underseat storage, and they're not gonna fit. How to participate? Well, the giveaway ended yesterday. Now I'm just gonna choose a winner. It's been up for a month now. I mean, let's see, my channel. I'm sorry, but if you don't keep up with the channel, if you go to my videos tab, 3 weeks ago I posted this video of installing the AIO-5 Play on my Symphony ST200 and giving the link in the description how to enter the giveaway. It was free for all of my subscribers. What can you say about the AK550 for touring? Can it manage a pillion and some luggage? Yeah, of course it can. I mean, I'm 110 kilograms and I've had basically both our luggages on the AK550 to add as much weight as possible on it. And I couldn't feel anything on it. So a passenger on the back is no problem for the AK550 and some luggage. It might be rated for something like 168, 170 kilograms. Just pump up the preload on that suspension and off you go. Even my Symphony ST is rated at 160 kilograms, and I had basically another guy that's as heavy as me on the back, bottoming out the suspension, but we got to our destination, no issue. And of course, something like a big maxi scooter, that rating is only there for, you see, let me explain a little bit how weight ratings go. Basically, the manufacturer says if you keep to a maximum weight on the scooter, like the AK550 may say 170 kilograms of load on it, riders and rider, passenger and luggage. What Kymco is saying is they are guaranteeing absolutely everything, including top speed, including handling, including braking performance. Everything is guaranteed up to that weight. If you overload the bike, it might not reach its rated top speed, it might not get its rated fuel economy, but you're not going to break the bike in half for loading 30 kilograms over. What you have to do is when you load 30 or 40 kilograms over the rated weight, just keep that in mind and don't try to go flat out 180 kilometers an hour, or don't try to drag knee around corners, or don't try to jump it. But if you use common sense, you're going to have no problem even going 100 kilograms over the rating. Your tires are not down but seem to have some very small cracks. How old are your tires? I think the recommended lifespan of a tire is between 5 and 7 years. If it's older than 7 years, you should just change it. The Taiwanese machines are tough bikes. Had 20 years old Kymco 250 on 60,000 kilometers. My Symphony SR. Yeah, Taiwanese bikes are just made. They're very solid machines. Both Kimco and Sim have very robust engines and constructions. They might not be the prettiest or the most full of gadgets and the most stylish, but they will get the job done for years and years and years. 3 years, Falk 3 years, 3-year-old tires. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about very small, couple of small cracks. Usually tires, I don't know, I go by feel, and sometimes I wear them down before I get to the 7-year mark. But I kind of feel them. Like I know right now the front tire on my Symphony ST needs changing. It has 40,000 kilometers. It still has a lot of tread on it, but I've got a very gnarly head shake. If you take even one hand off the handlebar, it just starts going like this. That's because the internal structure of the tire has weakened from all of the distance covered, from all of the potholes, the off-roading, the everything, and that speed, it just wobbles. I still have meat on it, so I'm still going to be using it for some time, but probably in the winter or next spring I'm just going to change it for a new tire because yeah, it's getting kind of boring having to keep my hands constantly on the handlebar, both hands. That's the problem. If I take one hand off, I'm just like it just starts doing it. My long distance adventures are epic and some of the best on YouTube. You need to try persuade Sim to sponsor you on a longer tour. I know. Sim, get ready. November, EICMA. I'm coming for you guys. I'm coming for you guys. We need to talk. If anyone from Sim is currently watching, we need to talk in November at EICMA. And no, I'm not taking no for an answer. Because yes, I do have a couple of ideas for some really long trips, and I already have my Sim scooter that I really love and enjoy. So yeah, they need to pony up some money. Yes, that is true. Tires do get unbalanced over time with wear. That is 100% true. What do I think about electric scooters? They're good. They're I don't know. I mean, I liked the BMW Chigee AIO-5. That was an interesting machine. It was kind of like the Tesla of scooters. It was fast, it was full of tech, it was interesting. It was an event. Usually, these electric scooters are kind of like in the range of 50 cc's and they go at a maximum 45 kilometers an hour, and they usually have a range of 20 or 30, 40 kilometers. So yeah, it's not, you're not gonna do crazy stuff like I do on mine. You're not gonna go long distance road tripping on it. I don't know. Is Sim going to release one? They do have 3 models. We're just not bringing them into Romania because, again, we don't see an interest for electric scooters currently right now. I did like the concept that they showed off at EICMA last year with the hybrid scooter. I mean, the hybrid idea with an internal combustion engine and a battery is absolutely wonderful to me. I mean, properly good idea, and the fuel consumption they were rating, it was absolutely mind-boggling. Something like 1 liter per 100 kilometers, 0.9 they said. Aluminum battery and everything, it's wild. Going to release fan. So yeah, if let's see, Sim Global. I don't know. I don't even think they have it on their site. Let's see. Let's go to Sim Global. What was the? The Sim 200 NHT hybrid GPL. Never heard of that. Do you have a link to it? Products, e-scooters. There we go. Let's change the scene. You see, Sim does have a couple of electric scooters. Let's get this smaller. No, can't do it. Sorry, I have a super wide screen, but you do have the electric X Pro, the electric Fiddle, and the electric Mio. So they do have a couple of electric scooters, but all three of them are rated for the 50cc class. So they're all limited to either 25 kilometers an hour or 45 kilometers an hour. So just urban runabouts, small urban runabouts, that's just about everything you can do with them. Hello, hello. Do I think Zontes is definitely best of Chinese scooters? I can't say, because I have never ridden a Chigee scooter up to this point. I've never seen one in person. They are definitely good. They are properly good, but I haven't seen all Chinese offerings. I haven't ridden scooters from Kiwei. Who else is big? So Kiwei, Chigee, Zontes. Who else is big from China in the scooter world? Kimco and Sim are Taiwanese. Let's get that out of the picture. Yeah, I can't say which one is the best, but I do know Zontes currently has stepped up their game, and at least in the scooter market, they are really coming strong. They are kind of a best buy at the moment, and my 350 at least has gone past 3,500 kilometers and is still running without any kind of issues. They're starting to make their way into Romania, and maybe I can get my grubby little hands on some more Chinese scooters, because yeah, we all know a Honda Forza that costs 8,000 euros for a 350cc scooter is a good scooter. It's a Honda. But surprisingly, Chinese scooters coming in at almost half the price are still very good scooters. That's the interesting part. Yeah, just as I was saying, Chinese bikes are getting up there and breathing down the necks of Japanese bikes. Yes, it's happening. Japanese companies made a lot of tech for motorcycles and then outsourced the production of said tech elements to China. And what do the Chinese do when they have all of this technology that was researched and developed by the Japanese? They start copying it. And yeah, now don't be surprised when you see Chinese bikes just as reliable or more reliable than Japanese bikes, because they have all the tech from the Japanese, and all they all have to do is invest a little bit more extra money to make them even better. But they have the basis. They have strong basis. And yes, Japanese bikes will start getting will start to be thrashed around by the Chinese bikes, because they come at lower prices. Quality is starting to improve on a lot of Chinese manufacturers. Of course, there are some growing pains, so some still have issues with electrical parts. Even Zontes has had some issues with electrical components, but they are working on them, and that's what I like to see. They are acknowledging problems, they are covering them under warranty, and they are improving model year after model year. They are improving their bikes more and more and more. Yes, I know NIU with electric scooters. I have never ridden one. Chinese scooters are more powerful. Yes, the Chinese just push the envelope a lot more. I'm seeing like the big manufacturers are kind of, I don't know why, but they kind of give up on scooters. I mean, if you look at Honda, they have like 5 or 6 scooter models. Sim like has like 30 scooter models, and Kimco the same. So Honda doesn't really like a lot of scooters, doesn't like to make scooters. Also, Yamaha again, still just a couple of models. And here in a minute, you have the N-Max, the X-Max, the T-Max, the Delight, and they're bringing out another cheap model that's actually basically just a Chinese scooter with a Yamaha badge. And a little electric 50cc variant of something, the E-Neos. I have them on video. The Delight and E-Neos are gonna come to this channel. I have first ride videos on them. Japanese are usually around 300cc. Yes. And what I like from the Chinese manufacturers, especially in the scooter world, they're going back to the old recipes from that the Japanese manufacturers kind of gave up on. I mean, I've ridden the X-Max, and I've ridden a couple of years ago a Forza 350. They are city scooters. I mean, they are 300cc class scooters. They are powerful enough to go long distance, but the body of the scooter and the frame of the scooter has been reduced and made small enough to fit through traffic, like a little 125cc. They are a little bit bigger than just your regular 125s, but they have been reduced. If you look at something like the Chigee AK-550 or the Downtown, or the Maxim 400 or the Cruise Sim or my Zontas 350E, those are big maxi scooters that have a ton of leg room that are made for long distance touring. So you can use them Monday to Friday to go to work because automatic transmission, twist and go and everything works awesome. Doesn't matter what kind of, how big your bike is. But then when you want to go on the weekends and do like a 1,000-kilometer weekend, you can easily do it on it. It's not uncomfortable. You have luggage room. You have big windscreens, adjustable windscreens usually. And yeah, Suzuki gave up on the Bergman. What can I say more than that? Suzuki gave up on the Bergman, and Zontas had to pick it up and basically rebirth the Bergman 400 as a big touring couch on wheels. Yes, Yamaha has the Aerox, but again, small scooters. I mean, Zontas is coming out with an adventure scooter with a 17-inch spoked wheel on the front, for God's sake. And yes, I know Honda has the XADV, but that costs 14,000 euros, and it's basically just an NC750 motorcycle dressed up as a scooter. So yeah, it's prohibitively expensive. It's good, but it's not 14,000 euros good. Just keep in mind, at that price, the XADV is just like 10% below an Africa Twin. And an Africa Twin is much more of a motorcycle than the XADV, especially if you want to go adventure touring. The XADV should have been something like 9 or 10,000 euros, basically the same price as an NC750X, because that's the bike it is. If you want a Honda XADV, just buy an NC750. And you still need to maintain the chain. Yes, because it's a motorcycle. And plus it have that complicated DCT transmission. I know they are bulletproof reliable-ish. I think Quasi has a couple of words to say about the Honda DCT. But the Variator is just so much simpler. You basically can rebuild your transmission on the side of the road in less than an hour if you have all the parts with you. When and where is my next adventure? This year, I don't know. I have nothing planned. I'm gonna go with the flow, see what free time I get and money I have, and go. For next year, details to be disclosed. There is a lot of work I have to do behind the scenes with paperwork and everything before I can say anything about next year, because I don't want to jinx it and I don't want to promise something that I cannot deliver, and it doesn't necessarily depend only on me. Honda ADV 160, yes, but in Europe they would have had to make an ADV 125. In a lot of European countries, you can ride 125cc scooters on a regular car license. That's why you have variants like the X-Max 125, a big maxi scooter with a 125cc engine. A 160 is weird in Europe because people that have motorcycle licenses that would be required to ride a 160cc scooter usually go for 300cc scooter, something like that. Other people go to the 125s. That's why the Sim ADX in China and Asia it's sold with a 150cc engine, but in Europe it's sold with a 125. You don't have Zonte scooters in Australia yet. Get on the internet and tell Zontes you want them in Australia. Lucas Perun, shut up. You may shut up, Mr. Lucas. Moving on. Hello from Greece, Alex. The problem with Zontes is that every year they change the models. Now, if you visit Zontes offshore side, the 350E is not available and they sell the new 368E. Yeah, but even I'm in that bucket where I bought the 350 and now a new model is coming out, but I so dearly love my 350, I have no plans on changing it or upgrading to the 368. I have no complaints to the 350. I love it to death, and even this weekend I rode it for 1,000 kilometers for some personal stuff I had to get done, and yeah, I rode it 1,000 kilometers with 600 of those with the passenger. And that 600 was done yesterday, so 600 kilometers in one day with a passenger on the back, and no issues. I'm curious about the new adventure scooters from Zontes. I'm really curious as I bought a new Honda ADV 350. Don't worry, you will enjoy your ADV 350. If you live in Europe, I don't expect to see the new adventure scooter earlier than next spring or next summer. Currently I don't know absolutely nothing about it, and if I don't know nothing about it now, it's at least a year away. Since there are Honda SH150 NMAX 155 on European market, yes, but the NMAX also is sold as a 125, and the SH is also sold as a 125. So Honda would have had to make an ADV 125 to bring both models in. Has fuel consumption dropped on the 350? Well, let's see. I can show you on my phone. Currently, it's sitting at, is it going to focus? Here it is. It's currently sitting at 4.34 liters per 100 kilometer, my all-time average, and these have been the fuel consumptions over this weekend. So 4.2, 4.0, and 3.6. So yeah, fuel consumption is starting to go down, and it's currently stabilizing in the 4 liters per 100 kilometer range, plus or minus half a liter. Yeah, mostly get 125cc variants. You know what? I think about 30 or 40 minutes has passed. Your old Kimco 250 was like 3.7, 3.8 for 20 horsepower. Yeah, I'm very happy with the fuel consumption on mine. And yes, I understand why you're waiting for the E125. The 125E is gonna be, how can I put it? It's gonna rough up a lot of feathers, especially with all of the other manufacturers. I have some idea of the price, and it might be a little bit mind-boggling, as in cheap. You got 2.3 liters per 100 kilometers on your 350. Good for you. I have a heavy hand. I know if you probably ride it doing 80 to 90 kilometers an hour, that's what you're gonna get, but I need to move quickly. Anyway, I'm not gonna show you effectively what I'm doing here, or actually, you know, I can show you. Let's put this, let's make it, I have an ultra wide screen and it doesn't completely fit. So I am gonna draw a winner. I basically on the Glee map, and I'm gonna press it right here, but I am gonna switch the scene because probably the winner's email is gonna pop up right here, and I don't want everyone to see the winner's email. E125 priced at about 3,850. That's kind of a number. The number I heard is very close to that. Mixed city and some country roads with maximum of 80 kilometers speed limit. Yes, like I said, I was on the highway for a long time this weekend, so yeah. The scooter pool function, brain function. The scooter pool of choice is bigger than ever, all shapes and sizes. Yes, and I want to see more and more and more and more scooters. All right, clicking the button, draw the winner. One to draw, one winner's unpicked, and draw. Let's see. From Thessaloniki, Central Macedonia, Greece. I don't know how to cover up his email. How am I supposed to do this? Let me just figure something out here. Oh, we'll just open up a paint. Paint is always good. All right, I'm just gonna cover. Just 1 second, everyone. There we go. Now I can show you. As you can see, Mr. Xaritos, I don't know how to pronounce your name in Macedonian, from Thessaloniki, Central Macedonia, Greece, you are the winner of the AIO-5 play. And Thessaloniki is not that far away, so I think I'm, you know what, hold on. Let's open up something. Google Maps, come on, let's do this. From here to Thessaloniki. Come on. Let's get directions. You're my location, or home, whatever. 8 hours away. Oh, I'm not sending this one in the post. I am definitely not sending this one in the post. So, where is it again? Yeah, just gonna have to do this to cover up his email. But Xaritos, if that is your name, I'll get in touch very soon. And yeah, we're gonna have to meet up so I can give you this thing. Quasi, of course. I mean, 700 kilometers. 700 kilometers. That's less than 1,000 miles round trip for you in your currency. That's basically just an iron butt both if I go both ways. So, yeah. I'm heading to Thessaloniki very, very soon. Hopefully he answers the emails. I'm gonna send, after the live stream ends, I'm gonna send him an email. And is he in chat? I don't know. Is he in chat? Come on. So, is Xaritos in chat? I don't know. If he's in chat, it would be awesome. Yeah, Quasi, that's peanuts for us. I mean, even this weekend was basically just had some stuff to get done and turned into a 1,000 kilometer trip in 2 days. Charge the action cameras and clear them for the footage. Yes, I just don't know what I'm gonna take. Either the 350E or Donnie. Should I take Donnie? I mean, Donnie has the Chigee mounted on him. And I'm guessing the winner would love to see Donnie in person. Yeah, it's easy. It's basically a day trip, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I could turn it into something like a weekend camping road trip. I have a tent. The 350 is kind of easy. I mean, the 350, I'm there in like 5 hours. Yes, mountains are much better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in touch with the winner and work things out with him, see when he is good to receive it, and then find some time to ride all the way down there, maybe spend a day or two camping. Yeah, it's gonna be fun, because I kind of was planning a trip to Greece because I want to look at some campsites. I'm going for my summer vacation, which is not going to be filmed, not like going with family and everything. We are planning to go to Greece, and I wanted to look at a couple of campsites, so I needed an excuse to go down there, and now I got the best excuse to go down there. How's about that? And you guys are going to get 2 or 3 videos of long distance road tripping. Don't go through Sofia, go through the mountains. It's much better. Yes, I know it's much better. Lucas, Donnie. Of course. Everybody wants Donnie on the road. Even I want to ride Donnie. Even if it takes just a little bit longer. There's just something about riding something with just 12 horsepower for huge, huge road trips. That sense of achievement every time you do it. And every time you stop. Me with my Romanian license plate, if I'm out of the country, every time I stop, bikers pull up, see the number plate, and are absolutely shocked. Like, what the hell are you doing here with this thing? And I'm just like, I'm riding. They get off of their Gold Wings, their BMW RTs, their BMW GSs, their Tracer 900s or Tracer 9s. Big touring motorcycles or sport touring motorcycles, and they just look at me with 12 horsepower and they're like, why do we need big, huge, expensive bikes? This guy is basically doing it on a 12 horsepower little scooter. And yes, slow pace allows you to soak the scenery. I have seen this comparing how I tour on my Symphony ST to how I tour on my E350 from Zontes. The Zontes is quick and fast. And yeah, I kind of miss a lot of the scenery. Riding Donnie at 80 to 90 kilometers an hour, I get to soak in a lot more of the scenery and a lot more of the experience, even if the trip itself takes a little bit longer and not necessarily cheaper, because they kind of use the same amount of fuel. Yeah. Now you guys need to wait for another draw. I don't have currently, I still have cameras to mount on my Symphony ST200. And after that, I'm kind of done. And future companies that want to send me something, I'm just probably going to give them away. Because I'm not a hoarder. I don't need to just collect a ton of stuff. On bicycle at 30 kilometers an hour is even better. Yes, in my early years, in my teenage years, I rode bicycles a lot. And I mean something like 2,000 or 3,000 kilometers every summer. So yeah, I've kind of toured around my city I was born, going even as far as 100 kilometers away and then 100 kilometers back. So yeah, I know how it's like to tour on a bicycle, but man, if you get a headwind, is it ever painful? It's really painful if you get a headwind. A scooter creates more smiles. It's just simpler. You don't have to think about gears. You don't have to think about clutch control, braking with your hand and feet. And motorcycles have their charm. That's why I'm not selling Brutus. Even though I ride them very rarely, I'm not gonna sell him. I still want to keep him because every here and there, every once in a while, I kind of get the urge to feel like a big engine with a gearbox, with a clutch, that manly feeling. But then I ride them for like a couple of hours, and yeah, I took my dose. I'm done. I'm good. I'm back on a simple scooter. Quasi, you never intended to collect so much junk, but it ends up that way. There aren't enough hours in the day to organize and give the extras away. I know. But you have been doing it, I think, a little bit longer than I have, and you have a lot more junk than I currently have. Who knows, maybe in the future we can exchange junk. How is it returned safely? Returned what? Yes, ride slow bikes fast. If I manage to salvage anything from the Royal Enfield. What Royal Enfield? Or are you asking Quasi? Oh! I wear this here at the Eastern Sea. Yeah. 1,300 kilometers on a modern 125cc is nothing. Yeah, Quasi, they're asking about your bike. They kind of know about all three of my bikes. So, yeah, my garage is smaller than yours. So, it's easier to update people on my bikes. I only have three. I know you have something like... I did see your last video. Okay, okay. Let's just... Where is it? Where is it? See, Quasi, I did see your last two videos. I still have a lot of old ones to catch up. I did finish the road trip, the 2023 Cannonball, and I kind of have to get started on the 2021. But yeah, it's a bit difficult with time. X-Max 300, Maxim 400 GT, and ADV 350. I run about 100 kilometers per day. Go to work and back. What do you think? I think you should go sit on them and see which one is the most comfortable to you. The ADV 350 and the X-Max 300 have good engines. The Maxim 400 has the best engine out of them. It's the most charismatic engine and the most powerful engine out of the three. But the Maxim 400 is very picky with its riders. Many people are not comfortable on it. So go test out in the showroom, sit on one and see if you're comfortable. Yeah, the bike has to be comfortable for you for a long time, and that's it. I ride my little Symphony ST, and currently it's the most comfortable thing I ride. The Zontes I rode yesterday for 12 hours, and after 12 hours I had a bit of a backache. Granted, I did have a pillion on the back, so I couldn't do my stretches. The Symphony ST I rode for 24 hours straight, and I had no pain neither in my knees, nor in my back, nor in my arms, nor in my nothing. It was never made to be a touring machine, but somehow for me, for my body, it's absolutely perfect. So Quasi, you're planning to get the Hunter 350 back on the road. Nice. What is the best bike scooter you've ever ridden? The absolute best one. It's hard to say because depends what you want to do with it. Currently for me, the best one is my little Donnie, because it's taken me through two continents, to Asia and Europe. It takes me to work every single day. I do my shopping using it. I put the missus on the back and ride with her. It just does everything, and it's extremely cheap to maintain, reliable. But yeah, that's for me. The absolute best one arguably would be the Chigee AK-550, but also that's the most expensive one I've ever ridden. So yeah, the AK-550 was an extremely impressive machine, has all the bells and whistles, everything you could want out of a scooter. But then again, it's also expensive. So if you can't afford one, don't buy one, because maintenance on that thing is not cheap. When the 368E is coming, no idea. Quasi, yeah, the 2021 is gonna be interesting to see with that, with those little Super Cubs. Yeah, 10,000 miles, 23 days, zero mechanical failures. I believe it. Modern machines will just go. Problem with your SR125 for 2 hours or more. That is why I ask you for the seat. But I may change it for something more comfortable this year. Yeah, if the bike doesn't fit you, modifying your seat might help a little bit, but it's probably not gonna do all that much. Sometimes it's not the seat that's the problem, it's the entire rider triangle with your hands, feet, and seat. Piaggio Beverly 400, yes, that is a good option for a 100-kilometer commute. That is a comfortable. Also, I don't know if you have it over there, the HD 300 or the Zontes, the M or the E, depends which one you like. Yep. Alright, peeps, that's kind of it. An hour has gone past. I still have a lot of stuff to do today around the house because stuff needs to get done. But I will try to do these live streams more and more often. Here in Greece, next 350 scooter at the shop is coming in August. Yeah, it's they're kind of needed. They're flying out of the showrooms, to be perfectly honest, because it's a very compelling package. Currently at the moment the 350 is I consider it a best buy. That's why I bought one. Okay, not because I work at the showroom. I did get a smokingly good deal on it, but I would have bought one anyway. All right, I don't know if I can make a live stream a weekly thing or even a monthly thing, but I'm gonna try to live stream as often as I possibly can because I see you guys are enjoying it, and I'm gonna try to give you a bit of a heads up when I do it. Anyway, oh yeah, Quasi, definitely a joint live stream would be awesome. Definitely. We'll chat on WhatsApp when you're also available, and it would be real awesome to do a joint live stream, and I can do it from my workplace, from the warehouse, where I can have my 3 machines in the background, and also a lot of machines from a lot of scooters that you guys don't get over there, and a lot of small CC bikes that I can present on the live stream itself. That would be absolutely awesome. Maybe for your American viewers to see what a European dealer of small Asian scooters and motorcycle looks like. Alright, thank you all so much for tuning in, for watching, and again, congratulations to the winner of the Chigee. We're gonna make a video about it, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and in the next live stream, of course. Until next time, everyone, take care out there and ride safe. Bye.